Hi friends at home. So I recorded this entire video for you while I did the lesson with your friends in the classroom, and when we got all finished we realized we forgot to turn on the sound. So I'm going to actually talk over the same video that we did because we already did it. We're not going to do it again. So it's not going to look like I'm talking with myself because that's the recording that didn't record. But in this video, I will be going over, we're continuing to talk about groups of tens and place value. You guys have become experts on every time we get to 10, we create a group of 10, so we know tens and ones. We're also going to start talking about hundreds today, and in just a moment on the screen, I am going to show you how we create hundreds. So we know every time we get 10 ones, we make a 10, and we have the 10 rods. Every time we get to 10 rods, we actually create a 100 block. And so in just a moment, you will see me fire up a 100 block for you. So I'm grabbing my handy dandy whiteboard off of the ground here in the video, and I'm putting it on the screen, and I'm going to show you place value. So these are single digits that we know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all single digits, and those go in the ones place. Now, when we have more than 9, that's when we start to move into groups of tens, and we create a second column where we put our tens and our ones still go in the ones column. Examples of numbers that we would need both tens and ones column would be numbers like the number 10, or the number, say, 25, where I have 2 tens and 5 ones, so I need a tens column and I need a ones column. Now, sometimes I'll have a number like 100, and that number actually has 3 digits. So, I'm sorry, there's 90, 9 tens and 0 ones, but 100 has 10 tens. I can't put a 10 in my tens place. That doesn't work. So what do I need to do? I need to create another column, and if you could have heard the video, you would have heard Connor tell us that we need to create a new column. So we'll make a hundreds column, and we will bring over that 100. So we have 100, 0 tens, and 0 ones to make the number 100. Okay, so each time we add another place value, we get another column. So here we're looking at numbers 90 through 100, and we're starting out talking about heart rate. Now I'm going to show you in the video, these are ones cubes. Every time I get to 10 of those cubes, I turn it into a 10 rod. Every time I get 10 rods, I create this 100 block. So there are 100 little cubes here. So there are 100 of these, or 10 of the 10 rods. So 100, 110, I'm sorry, 1 block, 110 block, or 100 block. So each of those represent the different place values, 100, 10, and 1. So now that you are savvy on your understanding of ones, tens, and hundreds, we will go back to our math book and we will do the lesson beginning on page 227. And at the top of 227, now we're talking about heart rate, and we know that our heart rate is how many times per minute our heart beats. So we're looking at Chance's heart rate, and it says that Chance's heart rate is 95 beats per minute. That means that his heart beats 95 times every minute. Then we see that Rich's heart rate is 100 beats per minute, which means that his heart beats 100 times every minute. So now we're going to decide how many tens and how many ones are in each of their heart rates. So we know that Chance has 9 tens. Okay, there's 9 tens there, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones there, so his heart rate is 95. When we look at Rich's heart rate, we see that there are 10 tens, or one of those 100 blocks. And so 10 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10 tens is 100. So now we're going to go down to do the practice questions, and we see that they've done the first one for us. There are 9 tens and 2 ones, which makes 92. They wrote out 92 for us. Number 2, we have 9 tens and 7 ones. So we're going to put 9 tens and 7 ones on the line. And 9 tens and 7 ones all together make 97. So they wrote out the word. We'll write out the number 97. Now we're going to turn to the top of the next page here. You'll see me flip the paper over. And we're looking at the first one, which they did for us. There were 9 tens and 1 1. So they said that that makes 91. So you can go ahead now and trace the 91. They wrote the word 90, so you can trace the word 1. And then we'll look over at number 4. It says 9 tens and 8 ones. And I called on a friend that said that gives us the number 98. So we write out the number 98 for 98. And then they wrote the word 90, so we will write the word 8. So 9 tens and 8 ones is 98, or the numeral word is 90, E-I-G-H-T, 98. Next, we go down to number 5, 9 tens and 9 ones, and we know that that is 99. So we write 99 for 99, and then the word 99, they wrote 90, so we write N-I-N-E for 9. The last one says 10 tens and 0 ones. We know from our 10 bars that when I put 10 tens together, I get 100. And so we'll write on the line 100. And then the word 1 and 100. All right, we're going to look down now at the problem-solving question. We're talking about Surrey, and Surrey says that there are 9 tens and 2 ones in 92. And Elias says that there are 8 tens and 12 ones in 92. And then it says explain why both Surrey and Elia are correct. Well, what we know about tens and ones is every time we get a 10, we move it over. So looking at 92, we know that's 9 tens and 2 ones. Well, looking at 8 tens and 12 ones, we know that 12 ones is actually a 10 and 2 ones. So that 1 gets brought over to our 8, and it becomes a 9, and 2 ones left over leaves us with 92. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you on the whiteboard why that makes sense. So I'll get out my 10 bars and I will put 9 10 bars here. Friends in the room, have a seat till we're done with this, okay? We're not coming up to me right now. You can always add more details to your pictures. So there's 9 tens and 2 ones. Or I could put 8 tens and 12 ones, which you'll see me doing here. And 8 tens and 12 ones, if I take 10 of those 12 and turn them into a 10 bar, I'll end up with 92. So that's just me showing you with the manipulatives how they both equal 92. Now for the next 2 pages, boys and girls, 229 and 230, I would like you to try to complete those on your own. I'm fairly confident that you should be able to do that and keep up the great work counting your tens and ones. And as I told the friends here in the classroom, we will continue to work on place value all the way through Christmas break. And then when we come back after Christmas break, we'll start talking about hundreds charts and continuing with that place value. So I hope that you have learned something today about tens and ones. I hope that you continue to do well on this. Like I said, do 229 and 230 on your own, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.